Welcome back to the channel, family. Today we're diving deep into something absolutely incredible that just dropped from the Bieber household. And trust me when I say this is going to blow your mind completely. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we've got some seriously jaw-dropping content coming your way that you definitely don't want to miss. What if I told you that behind all the glitz and glamour, behind the platinum albums and sold-out stadiums, there's a story so raw and authentic that it'll change how you see one of the biggest stars on the planet. Justin Bieber just shared something so personal, so vulnerable, that it's sending shockwaves through social media right now. We're talking about a side of the Bieber family that most people have never seen before, and the revelations are absolutely stunning. Picture this scenario. You're scrolling through Instagram on a regular Sunday evening, expecting to see the usual celebrity posts, when suddenly you stumble upon something that stops you dead in your tracks. That's exactly what happened when Justin posted what might be the most honest glimpse into his family life that we've ever witnessed. This isn't just another celebrity update. This is something much deeper, much more profound than anything we've seen from the pop superstar before. The post that's currently breaking the internet shows us the Bieber family values written out in stunning detail. And folks, these are your typical celebrity lifestyle mantras. These are real, raw principles that reveal just how much this young man has grown from the teenage sensation who once dominated the charts. When you read what Justin shared, you'll understand why millions of fans are calling this the most inspiring thing they've ever seen from any celebrity. But here's where things get really interesting. This isn't just about Justin sharing his thoughts. This is about a complete transformation that's been years in the making. Remember the kid who was discovered on YouTube, catapulted to international stardom before he could even drive? That same person is now opening up about values that would make even the most grounded adults take notes. The evolution is absolutely mind-blowing. Justin's first principle talks about valuing rest as worship, and immediately you can see this isn't coming from someone who's just trying to sound deep for social media. This is coming from someone who's clearly learned some hard lessons about balance, about sustainability, about what really matters when the cameras stop rolling and the crowds go home. The authenticity in these words hits you right in the chest. Then he moves into discussing longevity and sustainable pace of life, which is absolutely revolutionary coming from someone in the entertainment industry. Think about it. How many celebrities are talking about slowing down, about creating something that lasts instead of just chasing the next big moment? This shows a level of maturity that's frankly stunning to witness. The third principle focuses on quality and excellence in production, but not in the way you might expect from a typical celebrity post. This isn't about flashy content or viral moments. This is about creating something meaningful, something that adds real value to people's lives. When you consider Justin's journey from teen pop sensation to serious artist to family man, you can see how this principle has shaped everything he's done in recent years. Innovation and moving the human experience forward. Now that's a statement that makes you sit up and take notice. This isn't just about making catchy songs or entertaining people. This is about using your platform, your influence, your resources to actually make the world a better place. The weight of that responsibility, especially for someone who's been in the spotlight since childhood, is absolutely staggering. The fifth principle hits close to home for anyone who's followed Justin's journey, valuing health and physical wellness as an act of stewardship. We've all seen the headlines, the struggles, the very public battles with mental health that this young man has faced. To see him now talking about wellness as stewardship, taking care of the body and mind that God gave you, shows incredible growth and self-awareness. Sustainability and creating products that serve humanity takes this whole conversation to another level entirely. This isn't celebrity virtue signaling or jumping on trendy causes. This is someone who's clearly spent serious time thinking about his impact on the world, about what legacy he wants to leave behind. The thoughtfulness behind these words is genuinely moving. But then we get to principle number 7, and this is where things get emotional. Valuing servanthood and making people feel like they can fly. If you've been following Justin's career from the beginning, you know that this has always been at the core of what he does. Even during his most difficult periods, even when he was struggling with his own demons, there was always this underlying desire to lift other people up through his music. The 8th principle talks about generosity, about graciously giving time, money, and respect to people on their path. Think about what this means coming from someone who grew up in poverty, who experienced firsthand what it means to struggle financially. This isn't theoretical generosity. This is someone who knows what it means to need help and wants to be that help for others. Principle 9 focuses on valuing life as a gift and practicing daily gratitude, which becomes even more powerful when you consider everything Justin has been through. The pressures of fame, the constant scrutiny, the mistakes made in public, the battles with depression and anxiety. To come through all of that and still talk about life as a gift shows incredible resilience and perspective. The final principle might be the most powerful of all, valuing human beings and believing in their dignity and eternal worth. This isn't just a nice sentiment. This is a worldview that has clearly been hard-won through experience. When you've been objectified, commodified, and treated as a product rather than a person, choosing to see and treat others with dignity becomes a revolutionary act. Now, while Justin was sharing these deeply personal family values, Hailey was giving fans a completely different kind of glimpse into their life together. Her recent Instagram posts showing her postpartum fitness routine have people talking for all the right reasons. This isn't about bouncing back or meeting unrealistic standards. This is about a new mother taking care of herself so she can take care of her family. The workout video she shared shows someone who's clearly putting in serious work, but there's something refreshing about the authenticity of it all. She's not trying to make it look effortless or pretending that maintaining fitness after having a baby is easy. She's showing the real work, the dedication, the commitment it takes to prioritize your health during one of the most challenging and transformative periods of your life. What makes this even more significant is the music choice. She's working out to her husband's track, which adds this beautiful layer of support and partnership to the whole thing. It's not just about individual fitness goals. It's about a couple supporting each other's journeys and celebrating each other's work. But the story goes much deeper than social media posts and workout videos. Recent reports have revealed something absolutely heartbreaking yet inspiring about Justin's tattoos and what they represent in terms of his mental health journey. The Gothic figures fighting evil that are inked on his torso aren't just artistic choices. They're visual representations of very real internal battles. Understanding Justin's background makes these artistic choices even more significant. Growing up with a single mother in poverty, dealing with the pressures of sudden fame as a teenager, struggling with relationships and self-sabotage, these experiences have clearly shaped not just his music, but his entire worldview. The tattoos become a kind of external processing of internal struggles. The two angels positioned on each side of his rib cage, created in 2017, tell a story that goes far beyond body art. According to the tattoo artist who created them, these represent the eternal struggle between light and dark, good and evil, the constant battle that defines the human experience. For someone who's lived so much of his life in the public eye, having these personal struggles literally written on his body shows incredible courage and vulnerability. What's particularly striking is how strategically placed these tattoos are. The angels positioned below the grizzly bear and lion on his chest create this hierarchy of imagery that speaks to strength, protection, and spiritual warfare all at once. This isn't random decoration. This is deliberate storytelling through permanent art. The serpent and skeleton position behind the angels add another layer to this narrative, representing the forces that the angels are fighting against. When you consider Justin's very public struggles with depression, anxiety, and the pressures of fame, these images become even more powerful as representations of his internal battles. Bang Bang, the artist who created these pieces, explained that they're symbolic of Gothic art and the eternal struggle between opposing forces. But for Justin, they're clearly much more personal than that. They're reminders of battles fought and won, of darkness overcome, of the ongoing work required to maintain mental and spiritual health. The timing of these tattoos is also significant. 2017 was a particularly difficult period for Justin, a time when he was very open about his struggles with depression and the overwhelming nature of his fame. Getting these angels tattooed during that period shows someone who is actively fighting for his mental health, someone who is choosing hope and protection even in the darkest moments. This artistic expression of internal struggle becomes even more powerful when you consider the journey that led Justin to where he is today. The teenage sensation who was discovered on YouTube and thrust into international stardom before he was old enough to fully understand what was happening to him has emerged as a thoughtful, grounded family man with a clear sense of values and purpose. The transformation hasn't been easy or linear. We've all witnessed the public struggles, the mistakes, the very human process of growing up under intense scrutiny. But what makes Justin's story so compelling is how he's used those experiences to become someone who can inspire others, someone who can speak authentically about struggle and hope because he's lived both. The family values he shared aren't just aspirational. They're the result of hard-won wisdom gained through years of trial and error, success and failure, darkness and light. When someone who's experienced the highest highs and lowest lows tells you that life is a gift to be grateful for, that every human being has dignity and worth, those words carry weight because they come from genuine experience. This evolution from teenage pop star to mature family man with clear values and purpose is exactly what makes Justin's story so compelling. He's not pretending that fame and success solve all problems or that life is easy when you have money and recognition. Instead, he's being honest about the work required to maintain mental health, to build meaningful relationships, to create something lasting and valuable. The partnership between Justin and Hailey adds another beautiful dimension to this story. Watching them support each other's individual journeys while building something together shows a level of maturity and commitment that's refreshing to see in the celebrity world. Their relationship isn't perfect or without challenges, but it's clearly built on mutual respect, shared values, and genuine love. Hailey's openness about her postpartum journey, Justin's vulnerability about his mental health struggles, their shared commitment to family values. All of this creates a picture of two people who are choosing authenticity over image management, depth over superficiality, long-term growth over short-term gains. The impact of their transparency extends far beyond entertainment value. When public figures share their real struggles and real growth, it gives permission for others to be honest about their own journeys. Justin's willingness to discuss depression and anxiety, Hailey's realistic portrayal of new motherhood, their shared commitment to values over vanity. All of this creates space for more authentic conversations about what really matters in life. What makes this story even more powerful is how it challenges typical celebrity narratives. Instead of pretending that success eliminates struggle, they're showing how success can actually amplify certain challenges while providing resources to address them. Instead of presenting their relationship as effortless, they're showing the intentional work required to build something lasting. The tattoos, the family values, the fitness journey, the spiritual growth, all of these elements combine to tell a story of two people who are choosing to do the hard work of becoming the best versions of themselves while building something meaningful together. It's inspiring precisely because it's real, because it acknowledges both struggle and hope, because it shows that growth is possible even after very public failures. This authenticity resonates because it reflects what most people experience in their own lives, the constant tension between light and dark, the ongoing work required to maintain mental and physical health, the challenge of building meaningful relationships while pursuing individual goals. Justin and Hailey's willingness to share their process makes their success feel attainable rather than mythical. As we wrap up this deep dive into the Bieber family story, it's clear that what we're witnessing goes far beyond typical celebrity content. This is a masterclass in authenticity, in using your platform for something meaningful, in choosing vulnerability over image management. The evolution from teenage sensation to grounded family man with clear values and purpose is exactly the kind of story that gives people hope for their own journeys. Remember to hit that subscribe button if this content resonated with you, because stories like this remind us all that growth is possible, that our struggles don't define our destiny, and that authenticity will always be more powerful than perfection.